Hey everyone, Mike McClary here, along with Dan Ashburn from Amazing.com. Dan's going to join us here in a second too, and thanks for waiting a few
Thanks, Mark.
minutes. Well, first off, so I want to let you guys know that if you've been on one of our training workshops before, today's training is going to be a little different than what we've done before. I'm going to cover a lot of the great same content. Dan's going to be getting into the training, as a matter of fact, but what we're going to be going over today is all about the focus on two things: speed and opportunity, especially because Dan's going to talk more about the speed side of it, but I'm going to talk more about the opportunity. And when I get to the opportunity and get to the training and the speed, I think you're going to be blown away what Dan has to show you. But right now, there is more opportunity than ever in the entire history of selling online before because of one company, and that's Amazon. And I guess I should put up like the coronavirus and COVID as well, because COVID has made every online business spike in sales, and Amazon has just been able to benefit so much from everything that's went online and all the increases in sales and e-commerce this past year. But even before then, they were already the world's largest online retailer. They were founded over 27 years ago. It's kind of incredible to think about how long it was ago before Jeff Bezos actually started this out of his garage. And they originally sold books, which is kind of crazy because now they sell everything. They expanded to millions of different products. They also expanded internationally. Then in 2005, they launched Amazon Prime. And for me, it's kind of hard to think back to a time where there wasn't Prime, where I'm not used to ordering and getting free shipping every time. And now it's kind of crazy, like 1 to 2 day shipping. That was a huge test for them at the time. They took a risk. They had no idea how well it would work, and it absolutely worked. Turned them into the world's largest online retailer. And now they're the most valuable online company if you look at the market capitalization, bigger than almost any other company out there. Now, this past quarter, the fourth quarter in December, they did over $125 billion, which blew away their previous high quarter of just $100 billion right there. It's kind of crazy how much they did in that time period. And that means they had the biggest sales history ever in the entire year, which was over $385 billion last year in sales. Now, if you're wondering why they grew so fast, you may know some of these things here, but the main reason is customers absolutely love them. They have the best customer experience. If you think about the fact that 9 out of 10 customers who search for a product online, they go to Amazon then to make sure they're getting the best prices even after they found it somewhere else. That's how loyal these 100 million plus Amazon Prime members are when it comes to shopping online. But it is not just the customers that love their platform, it's sellers like us as well. They've really created an incredible seller experience. So if you look at the business model, the one we're been going over today, at the top of it is you, and your job is to find a product to sell. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to build your own brand. We're going to show you how to turn that into a cash producing machine, and then eventually create it into an asset that you could sell for a lot of money if you used to. But then the next part of this whole thing is the customer. Over 100 million Prime members, like I mentioned before, and 200 million monthly shoppers on Amazon. They go for Amazon like crazy because they know they can get the best deals, they can return things when they want to, and they know the shipping is super fast. Now, we're also going to teach you how to find a supplier whose job it is to make the products for you. And then at the center of all this, it's Amazon. And they do so much more. We find the products, manufacturer makes them, the customers order them, the manufacturer makes them, and then Amazon just does everything else. They receive and store the products, they collect payments from customers, they pick the products from their warehouses, they pack them up into boxes to ship to your customers, they handle all types of customer service, they also handle customer returns, and they also do, they pay you via direct deposit every 2 weeks, and they handle some advertising for you as well. Like we can run our own ads, but Amazon absolutely does some advertising you'll see online that they're doing on their behalf for you, because they know the better you do, the better that they do as well. Now, all this means that if you have millions of loyal customers that are shopping every day, plus you have this very robust selling platform, it creates an incredible opportunity that we're all seeing. It existed before, but it's even bigger than ever it was before. And that opportunity has changed so many lives that we've been able to see. This is one of our students right here. His name is Jamie. You can see him with his daughter, and they were celebrating in the middle of the pandemic the fact that he achieved a sales volume of over $1 million. And he didn't do it in an entire year. He was selling $1 million in one single month, right during the middle of this pandemic when so much of the economy was shut down. Now, he's just one of the thousands of people that we've been able to teach how to sell on Amazon. And with this incredible growth, and I know every single one of these people on here, with this incredible growth of these third-party sellers, you can see that Amazon actually sells less now than people like us. It was back in 2016 that third-party sellers overtook Amazon, selling over half the products that are sold on Amazon now. And when Amazon started realizing this, they said, there's something to this now. We need to treat these people better. So they've been creating hundreds of different services and tools, all for us to use to grow our sales on their platform. They created over 250 different tools and services last year alone to help sellers like us. Tools like creating your listings, making them better, automating the pricing, better online inventory and order management, shipping solutions, advertising. This is just a small subset of everything that they've been able to do for sellers like us that customers never see. People buying on Amazon, they have no idea that Amazon's spending billions of dollars to help the sellers in the background. But we as sellers, we absolutely know. Now, what does this look like though? It may be great that Amazon's creating all these tools. They have this robust selling platform. Well, in real life though, this is what it can look like. This is Jay Cammy. He's a student of ours and a friend of mine. And he made the Inc. 5000 list last year in August, right during the middle of the pandemic as well, selling toys and novelty items like the two you see right there. Then we also have Devin DeRoche, another one of our students. He actually lives in St. Louis near me. I have on my St. Louis University shirt today. He lives just a little bit away from me in St. Louis, but he made the Inc. 5000 list in 2020 as well, but for the second time selling his products on Amazon the way that we taught him to. And then, of course, and don't know if you guys know this, but this is Matt Clark in the upper right-hand corner. He's the CEO and business partner with me at Amazing. That is Charles, his other business partner in a business that they started outside of Amazing. And Charles also works with Amazing, but their line of coffee actually made the Inc. 500 list last year. And that's only after growing this for a little over a year, just doing a phenomenal job. Now, those are just some of the results that you'll see from other people selling and doing the business model that we're teaching you. But what's happened now in 2021 is that a lot of the big players out there, and I mean investors, they've started to take notice. Now, this article is a little old, but this said that investors have poured over $1 billion into buying up small merchants on Amazon. Investors like Perch, Tayday, Thrasio, Seller. But I actually had a call with Thrasio 2 days ago on Monday. His name's Ken Kubik from Thrasio, great guy. They buy Amazon businesses. They're expecting to buy over 200 this year, and they're actually investing over $1.5 billion into buying these businesses. So the potential for someone to create a business, not only make money while you're operating it and bring in profits, but to sell it by these other companies out there that are hungry to buy up these businesses themselves is incredible. Here's an email I got last year from Thrasio, the first time I got an email from them. Here's one I got from another company called Razor Group just in January. And at 11:14 a.m. this morning, a company I haven't heard of yet, let's see, this is Inflection Brands, also reached out about one of my brands that I sell, wanting to talk about it. But this is the kind of attention that these brands that you're going to learn how to build are getting now in the marketplace. And as one of these buyers said, is that it's a seller's market right now, that there's a race to see who can buy up the most Amazon accounts and then build this portfolio of Amazon products. That's what they want to do. They want to aggregate these businesses, and then together they believe they can sell those again for 2, 3, 4 times the amount later on. I mean, they're very smart. They're paying top dollar for this stuff because they see the value, and then they're going to grow it even more the next couple of years. Now, how do I know that you, someone on this workshop who may have never done this model or even heard of this model before, can do it? Well, the reason is because I was right there with you. My journey started out pretty similar to a lot of people that are probably on this workshop. I know that after high school, I went to a state university, U of I. That's University of Illinois, you see on the left-hand side. Then I ended up getting a job out of college. I actually worked at a paint factory first, and then I worked for Charter Communications, a telecom company, where I was a finance director. And then I had the 2 kids and 2 chocolate labs after I got married, like everyone was doing at the time. And it was just like the thing to do. Now, if you look 20 years after all that happened, there's where I ended up. It's a decent office over in St. Louis where their corporate headquarters are at, but it felt like I might have made it to where I wanted to be in life. But in reality, at the age of over a little 40 years old, I wasn't really feeling like I had made it, kind of like my parents had thought that I would. I certainly, in reality, to their standards had, but at the end of the day, I found out that I just had a job, and it was filled with stress, travel away from the family, long hours at the office, longer hours working back at home, only 2 weeks of vacation every year. I didn't have a pension. Most companies don't have pensions anymore. They don't really exist. unless you're in education or some other kind of state job like that. And then I just felt like there was no time that this is going to change anytime soon for me, that this was my purview in life, and that's kind of where I was stuck with. But all that stress really kept me away from one thing that's more important than anything, and that was my family right there. You can see the stress on my face. I can see the stress on my face. Look at that picture. So right after I had to go back to work after this was taken, I believe it was on like January the 2nd, after New Year's, I started a quest to figure out how to change my situation. Had a decent job, but filled with all kinds of stress, time with my family. I needed something to change for me. And luckily, around that time in early 2013, I came across an email from someone named Matt Clark right here, and he had the training. There's the first iteration of what you're going to be learning today that he taught me and several other people as well. So after I watched that training, kind of like the light bulb went on, my eyes opened up to like the possibility here. I decided to take action and actually start building my business. And then a few months later, on May 30th, 2013, I made my very first sale ever. It had only been doing this model for a few short months, finding a product, finding a supplier, creating my own brand, getting to Amazon. And then on May 30th, I get this little notification on my website account for Amazon Seller Central, and it shows me my very first sale ever. And it was just crazy. What a great feeling that was. So good that within a year, I was able to turn in my notice on March 3rd, 2014. And then after a month after turning that in, I had quit my corporate job forever, all within less than a year of making that first sale. So my last day then was April 4th. I think it fell on a Friday. I don't remember exactly a lot about that day, but I do remember a lot about the following Monday when I did not have to go into work again. What a weird, surreal feeling that was to wake up on a Monday morning where I'm normally showering, getting dressed, and kind of hopping in the car to fight through traffic. I didn't have to do any of those things. I think other than getting married and having kids, that was probably the best feeling I'd ever had in my entire life, to know that I didn't have to do any of those things that I thought I'd have to be doing for another 20 to 30 years. It was crazy. Not only have I now been able to experience the freedom of owning my own business, but I've done a lot of other things too. I've been able to sell over $15 million in products since I started. I even sold over $250,000 in a single day, and I did that twice, 2 different holiday periods, selling directly to Amazon as one of their vendors. I've been able to speak to over 13,000 people on stage at events that we have called SellerCon. Been able to share the stage with some of my idols and some business icons like Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, Dave Asprey, a lot of other people, just amazing people I never even thought I'd get a chance to see live, much less share the stage and speak with them. I also had the privilege of co-hosting a webinar with Amazon themselves on helping people expand their businesses overseas into other countries outside of the US. I've been able to travel some incredible, amazing places, both with my own family and also with other members that are doing the exact same thing that we're doing right now. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to help over 30,000 people build their own e-commerce businesses. And today on this webinar, myself and Dan Ashburn are here to help you start your journey to do the same thing. Now, before I actually show other examples of success and get to it, it's important to know that everything we're going to show you today, they're real results from real students who learn from us. And even some of them will be from ourselves as well. Both Dan and I run multiple successful businesses, and we fully believe in everything that you're going to learn here today. But keep in mind, every single business, no matter what it is that you start, involves risk. And just like a lot of achievements in life, you get out of it what you put into it. And in some cases, you might need a little bit of luck, but having a lot of training and following the right path will go a long way. But when you are able to get it all to work out, you could become one of the thousands of everyday, ordinary people like myself who are able to build their own businesses and completely change their lives. Now, they did it, with the exact same model again that I'm going to, start showing you, and Dan's going to continue showing you as well today. So by the end of the webinar here, you'll know how the entire business model works that we'll be going over. Dan's going to go over the 5 simple steps in order to build and grow a profitable business that you own. This isn't something that someone else owns or Amazon owns or anything. You own this business. And then we're also going to show you, and this is why this is such a cool, exciting workshop to be on, a brand new tool that'll help you find the perfect product to sell in minutes. No one has ever seen this in this community. This is the first time we're having a webinar like this to show it to them, and you're the first to be able to see this brand new tool. Now, I mentioned Dan a few times. You saw him at the very beginning, so let me kind of do a little intro for him. He was able to build a $2.5 million per month e-com business at the age of 20. I met him at one of our live events, and since then have gotten to know him even more. He really is just an incredible person and an incredible trainer and business person as well. He operates multiple businesses today, including helping all of our students grow their businesses. He manages, like I mentioned before, millions of dollars in Amazon sales, and he's a leader of a private invite-only mastermind for top sellers on Amazon. And he is our go-to launch and scale expert. So without any further ado, I want to bring on Dan Ashburn.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you so much for that wonderful intro. Guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen over so you can jump onto my computer. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off as well. I just want to say a quick hello. I just want to save the bandwidth and make sure we can jump straight into this. So you should see my screen now, Mike, that says spoiler alert. Is that coming through?
It sure is.
Right, guys, give me a yes in the questions box. Let me know that you're ready to get going, and we will dive straight in. And let's just see if they're coming through. Yes, yes, Sonome, Maria, Tony, Michaela. Awesome. Welcome to the training. Let's dive straight in. I'm going to go ahead and turn my webcam off, and we will get going here. So I do have a spoiler for you. I'm going to cut to the very end and let you know right now what you should expect from this training workshop here today. At the end of this training that you're going to be following for about the next hour or so, the goal is your own brand of products on Amazon. That's the goal. That's what you're going to be learning how to build. And if you're worried about building an entire brand of products, I don't want you to be, because all a brand is nothing more than a few products that can all be sold to the same people who have similar interests. So just like this camping accessories range of products that you see here, these three products, the camping blanket and axe, and this paracord bracelet, these three products combined sell over $104,000 each month. That's over $1.2 million a year in sales. And this is just sort of one of the examples of the unlimited number of brands that you can build. These pruning shears, I think I said that right, the outdoor solar lantern and the herb garden set generates over $129,000 each month right now. Having a brand with even just 2 or 3 products is enough to have a business that changes your life forever. And if you're still worried about not having enough time or money to create multiple products, you don't have to be, because this stroller liner, this baby swaddle blanket set, and this wipe warmer generate over $239,000 a month right now in revenue on Amazon. And the beautiful thing about this is it all just starts with one product. So there's absolutely no need to try and launch multiple products at once. As a matter of fact, we absolutely do not recommend doing that. Just know that your initial focus and your time allocation is going to be on one product, and not just any old product. It has to be the right product, and that's really the secret to building a brand. So if we were building a new camping brand like this, we'd start with the axe. With this gardening brand, we'd start with the pruning shears. Now, if you want to know why I'd start with those specific products, then I want you to stick around for just a minute, and I'll show you exactly how we choose them and how you can build your own brand and choose the products that you want to start with. But before we get into that, with this baby brand, I'd start with the stroller liner. So as we get going, I just want to really set the scene on what can be achieved when you take this seriously and you listen in today. Here are some of our brands that we're involved in. And I took these screenshots literally a few hours ago today. So if you look on the screen there, I'm not sure if I can get some sort of pointer up, but if you look on the screen there, you should be able to see, no, I can't get some pointer up. So you should be able to see, it says at the top, on the top left, that screenshot is the last 30 days. Amazon takes 24 hours or so to publish good data. So we've taken the last 30 days. And you can see that brand has generated $414,000 in a 30-day period. We have another one here, again, taken literally a few hours ago, where it says sales snapshot, taken at March 31st, that's today. And if you do the time zone conversion, you can see it there. Again, a 30-day period. This brand's done $110,000 in the last 30 days. This brand's done $305,000 in the last 30 days. Another brand here, $155,000 in the last 30 days. Another one, $103,000 in the last 30 days. So this is every single month these brands are generating this revenue. And another one here, $63,000, $97,000 and $69,000 produced in the last 30-day period, which is a month of sales on Amazon within these brands. And these are all individual brands, individual accounts generating this revenue. But it's not just the experts. You might be thinking, well, that's great, Dan. You and Mike have been doing this for years. You know what you're doing. Here are some of our members' results from within our community. We have members producing $39,000 in a month, 18,000 here produced, $123,000. And as you can see, that is a monthly snapshot there, produced in that revenue period. We've got one here, $56,000 from Travis, and that was produced in 2 days, as Travis says here, without any sort of deals or promotions run. $56,000. And then we've got members promoting sort of their initial up ramp, showing $3,000 in sales in the first 10 days of launch. Jada here earning $25,000 in sales, $250,000, $2,000. So you may be thinking, well, why are all these people starting with Amazon? And we should talk one more time about sort of why Mike, myself, and every other $1 million seller that we know that we've trained have started their business on Amazon. And that's, as Mike said, because Amazon brings you the customers. Amazon hosts essentially your website. There's no need to have a website. You're putting your products on their website, and they ship your products, which means you don't have to do a lot, because Amazon basically does a lot and you do very little. That is the beauty of selling on Amazon. Now, on this webinar specifically, on this training, we're going to go through a 5-step plan. That first plan is planning your roadmap, and I'll explain exactly what that means here in a second. Step 2 is choosing your first product, and Mike and I are very, very excited to reveal something that we haven't yet shown anyone that makes this 100 times, if not 1,000,000 times faster than ever before. Step 3 is sourcing that product from good quality suppliers. And step 4, launching that product. Step 5, multiplying your sales and profits by rinsing and repeating and doing that process over and over again until you're generating hundreds of thousands of dollars, as I just showed you on Amazon. So if we talk about step 1, when it comes to planning your roadmap, your brand will be your roadmap. That is what you're doing. You're building out this range of products that serve a specific audience with certain interests, and that becomes your roadmap that you're developing. And at the end of the map is a brand made up of 3 products selling every day on Amazon, but you don't start with all 3. In the first 6 months, your goal is to launch your first product. And once you've started making sales and profit, then the next step on your roadmap is to launch product number 2. And that's typically in sort of months 7 through 9. And then once both of those products are selling and bringing in profits, that's when you launch the 3rd product in your brand. So all you need is to find 3 products to make up your brand, and you have a successful business selling on Amazon. I'll go through exactly what we look for here in a second. Now, luckily, Amazon sells over 350 million products. Now, not all of them will be viable, as we'll find out here in a second, but there is lots of opportunity, and more people are shopping on Amazon as a platform as a result of COVID and shopping behavior. And when a report came out recently from a company called Market Pulse, the report found that actually the number of sellers hadn't increased. But last year, there was $100 million in additional spending on Amazon with the same base of sellers. So there's more and more people buying without a massive increase in people selling. So the process for finding these products is step 1, you need to write down a few interests or activities. Think about things that you maybe do as hobbies, cycling, fitness, maybe you're into painting, something like that, or a profession or a pastime that you used to be really into, that you know a lot about and you have interest in that topic. We're then going to search for relevant physical products that serve that interest. And I want you to actually do this as we follow along here. So go ahead and write that down in front of you. And then step 3, we're going to choose 3 of those products to make up your brand. So let's go through this exercise right now. On the left-hand side, we have interest. So we have hiking, cooking, camping, babies, yoga, pets. These are all different areas of your life. These are all different areas of life that you may be interested in, you may be professional in, you may be really good at, 'cause it's a hobby that you're really interested in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to match those with what we call a search modifier. So gear, accessories, tools, gadgets, stuff, gifts. By combining any two of these words, so cooking tools, camping accessories, yoga stuff, pet accessories, Amazon's going to present a whole range of different products. So in that search bar at the top there, we've entered hiking gear, and Amazon will present what it believes to be the most popular hiking gear and hiking products on Amazon. If we enter cooking gadgets, we then see a range of different cooking products that are all viable products that we can consider. And if we look at baby accessories, we then get the same range of products that serve that search term, baby accessories. Now, each and every single one of these could be a product within your brand. And remember, you only need to select 3. So go ahead and write down a few interests or activities, search for those relevant physical products on Amazon, and start looking through the results that come up and see if anything sparks your interest. Now, as you're doing that, the final step is to choose 3 of them to make up your brand. But the obvious question is, well, Dan, which 3 do I choose? So your 3 products really come down into 3 different categories. When starting out on Amazon, you want to start with what we call a starter product. This is a product that has good demand, but it's not too competitive, so you can learn the process of selling on Amazon and start with a low investment cost. The second product type that we're looking for is a growth product. So now we've gained that experience, we've got some profit coming through from our first product, we can now invest and go into a slightly more competitive product, but with that more competition comes more opportunity, more revenue, more sales, because more people are buying that product. And then once we've done well with the starter and the growth product, we're then into our dream products, which are the big products earning tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on Amazon. And to do this, I'm going to show you how we sort of cheat the system, really, using a tool that we like so much. We've actually recently partnered with this company. And when searching Amazon, gives us access to data that you as an everyday Amazon shopper do not normally have access to. And this is what really gives us that competitive advantage. So when we search Amazon for something like baby accessories, we want to be looking through those results and understanding what makes a good starter product. So you can go ahead and write this down. A good starter product is typically $17 to $100 in price. Anything less than $17, you're not going to make any money. Anything over $100, usually it's too expensive to purchase. We want to see revenue of $10,000 to $50,000. Again, we need to make sure it's worth our time and we can generate profit with this product. But we want to see less than 1,000 reviews on that product. And this is just really a top line criteria to get you started, and you can go a lot more sophisticated with this, and we do. But this is a really good guidance to understand what a starter product looks like. Your growth product, again, $17 to $100, but this time we're looking for more revenue opportunity, so $50,000 to $100,000, and your dream product, the target revenue over $100,000 in opportunity within that product. Now you may be thinking, Dan, that means I've got to go and search Amazon. I've got to start looking through all these products. How do I know how much they're selling? How do I start keeping track of the reviews and all the different products? Because there's millions of products on Amazon. Well, yes, you would be right. Yes, previously you have to go to Amazon, you have to search for all the products, you have to spend hours doing that, filtering through all the data. But we're very, very excited to share with you a brand new, faster way to find your product. And that brand new, faster way is a tool called Zoof. Now, Zoof is a Chrome extension. So like you go on the internet, maybe use Safari or Internet Explorer. Google Chrome is an internet browser, and you have to be using the Google Chrome browser for this to work. But when you install Zoof, Zoof actually tells you exactly how much monthly revenue that product is producing on Amazon.com. So when you search, as you can see here on the screen in front of me, that second product, nursing cover, you can see that nursing cover is currently doing $60,000 a month on Amazon, and this screenshot was taken today. Or if we go to that first one there, the muslin burp cloths, $109,000. And over on the right-hand side, you can also see the reviews. But we've taken this a step further, and we've taken this to a point where you can validate products in under 5 seconds. So I was chatting with Mike and I said, Mike, we don't typically do this, but I think we should jump on and do a live demonstration. And Mike was like, yep, totally. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to flip my screen over to Mike. I'm going to give Mike the presenter, and Mike's going to come on and actually share his screen and show you this in real time. So you can see just how quick and easy this is to do when looking for that starter, that growth, and that dream product. So Mike, that should be coming through now. Have you got that?
Yeah, I sure do. And then let me know, Dan, if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's coming through loud and clear. We're all good.
Awesome. So, Dan already showed how you can do all these different types of searches to get ideas for products. I did one for baby accessories. And when you scroll down, you'll see lots of products. When you find one that looks interesting, you do a search specifically for that. I saw baby doorway jumpers. I didn't really know this was a thing anymore. I haven't had a baby in a long time. My kids are now 18 and 20. Also found that, baby gyms, these little play mats, are still pretty popular as well. So I did a search for those. And this is where you'd have to go in. I'll go back to the jumpers first and apply the criteria that Dan mentioned before, looking for the prices between 17 and 100, looking at the reviews, lots of other things in the background. You want to look for something called depth of market. You want to look for something considering how long these products have been selling. You want to make sure that there's several different tiers of products and sellers making good profit with here. And you can do that by using, a tool like Zoof. I'm going to pull it open right now, and it's going to give you all the data down here to kind of make those decisions. But what we've done is we've worked with Zoof in order to do all that analysis for you. So all you do is search for the type of product you want to see if it meets our criteria, like baby doorway jumpers. And then we have the 3 different buttons up here. If this turns blue, which it is, this product is a good starter product. If it turns if this button turns blue, it means it's also a good growth product. And if this one turns blue, it's also a good dream product. And some products meet all the criteria. You could start off with that product as a beginning seller. You could add it as your second product if you already have a baby brand, or if you're selling a couple products, you could add it as a dream product as well. It means this is low entry barriers for someone new, but also high revenue potential. Now, you can continue doing this for any types of products. So if I wanted to build a baby brand and I'm interested in seeing if baby gyms and playmats also meet the criteria, again, I would pull open Zoof, let it do its thing. And then this one is not a starter product, but this is a good second product for a growth product and a dream product. Now, this tool works, like Dan said, within 5 seconds or less, and it gives you tons of data that you can check here. But by adding all the logic that we've built up over these years into these buttons that turn blue when they meet our criteria, it has dramatically sped up the entire product research process. All right, Dan, now that we showed them that, I'm going to turn things back over to you.
Lovely. So as you can see, very quickly, in literally sort of 5 seconds or so, we can navigate Amazon through matching our interests with search-based criteria like gear or accessories, buying intent words, and see very quickly which products meet our criteria. And as Mike said, what we're doing in the background there with that tool is crunching loads of numbers and adding all those more sophisticated data point checks that we run and telling you just very quickly and with a very quick indication whether it meets our criteria or not and whether it's a good starter, growth, or dream product. So whether you're sort of launching a baby brand, that if you look at the numbers here, this brand is or these 3 products, this again was taken today, are currently doing $239,000 per month, which is an annual revenue of $2.9 million. And for those that are a bit more sophisticated in business and maybe operating a business, the average business generates 25 to 30% in profit on those numbers. So 2.9 million in revenue every single year. So once we've found our first 3 products that we're going to build out a brand with, and we've chosen that first product, your first product will be your starter product. And you've probably sat there thinking, well, Dan, you've said that 1,000 times. But I really want to reinforce why you start with that starter product. And that's really because you're looking for low competition. So that's why we have those reviews below 1,000. We want to see that revenue below 50,000, but we still want to have enough demand to make it worth our time. At the end of the day, we're looking to generate profit, and we're only going to generate profit if we can buy at the right price and we're making enough sales. So we want to see that revenue over 10,000. And then finally, good profit potential, which is coming up right now. So this baby liner here, this car seat liner, it sells on Amazon for $49.99 on average, and this will fluctuate based on the time of the year and when that product's more popular or not. It sells on average around 525 units per month. And the cost of this product is $8.80, and we have included $2 for shipping on this. So the cost of getting that product from, say, China into America, etc. So we've added a couple of dollars there per unit for shipping. And then from there, the Amazon fees are $19.56. So Amazon charges you two sets of fees. They charge you a commission for selling on their platform, and then they charge you a fee for picking and packing and posting that product for you. But even factoring in Amazon's fees and the cost of the product, the monthly profit of that product based on these numbers is $10,836 in profit per month. That's not revenue, that's not sales, that's profit. So how do we know this? How do we know what the profit potential is? And that's step 3. That's where we come to source the product. So you're probably aware of this website. When it comes to finding a supplier for your products, the only site you really need is Alibaba.com. And you can see the web address in the top left-hand corner there. This is the site right here. And manufacturers for almost all products sold on Amazon can be found in this one single place. And using it is as simple as using Amazon. For example, when we search for these stroller liners, you'll see that Alibaba shows us 1,161 different suppliers for this one single product. And all you need to do is scroll through the list and find one that looks the closest to the product you want to sell, and then check them out for prices and contact them and ask them what they'll charge for them. So we can see right here that we have one supplier willing to sell their stroller liner from anywhere from $5.80 to sort of $6.80. And they'll even let you order as few as one of them to check them out. Now, once you find a few that look promising, you'll want to then contact the supplier right there on the website within Alibaba. It has like a messaging interface like Facebook Messenger, and ask them for a quote, however many you plan to order and how many you plan to start off with, and let them know that you'll also want to include some basic packaging for each product. Now, if you're sourcing sort of anything that goes on or in your body, anything that's more of a consumable, whilst most products can be found on Alibaba and will come from outside of the US, if it's something that goes on or in your body, so beauty creams, supplements, topicals, those sort of things, vitamins, for example, you'll want to find a supplier inside of the US because of FDA regulation, etc. So this type of product that you're looking for, you simply go to Google, and let's say I was searching for a collagen powder. You just add the word private label either before or after the name of that product, and Google will present hundreds of thousands of listings within the results, different companies that can provide and supply this product for you under your own brand. And you can see in this example over 800,000 results there of companies offering private label collagen powder. Now, once you've got those quotes from sort of Alibaba or Google, you can then use that information to estimate exactly how much profit you make off each product you sell. So to do this, we use a tool called Amazon FBA Revenue Calculator, and you can find that with a simple Google search as well. When you pull it up, you enter the product you're looking to sell, and then you put in 2 pieces of information. So you put the price that you'll be selling it at, and then you put in the cost of the product. And now, even though we found this for sort of between $5.80 and $6.80 just a minute ago, I'm going to assume that we're going to get the higher price of $6.80 and then also add in that $2 for shipping. And when we do that, Amazon then gives us the exact profit that you can expect to make off each sale. So in this case, that's almost 41%, or $20.64 for each unit that you sell. So for every single unit sold, after all of the costs, the shipping, the cost of the goods, Amazon's fees, as it outlines there, you're making 41% or $20 in profit per sale. So as we go into that, let's just quickly have a look at some important tips. You want to sell a high quality products. Amazon is driven by reviews, and if you skip the quality of a product, it's only going to show up in your reviews, and that product is not going to do very well, because happy customers equal more sales, and you have to create and own the brand. So this is a critical point, and really what the whole business model is based on. We are not selling someone else's product. We're not going and selling a set of Apple AirPods or an iPhone. We're creating our own brand, because when we create our own brand, we own 100% of the sales, because no one else is allowed to sell that brand. So why we must own the brand? If you look at these products here, this car mount, you'll notice they all look very similar, but you'll see they're actually different brands. So you can see the different logos and the different names there. And you'll notice on this baby liner here, this car seat liner, it says Upper Baby. That's the brand. So you may be thinking, well, Dan, that's great, but how do I create a brand? So here's a quick brand creation guide. And you might want to sort of write this down. Step one, we're going to think of potential brand names for the market. Step two, we're then going to go ahead and check a .com domain and the trademarks in the USA. And all you do there is go to like GoDaddy.com. You may have seen that on the television. I think .com domains are about $1 there at the moment. And then you can quickly search the US government website. If you just go to Google and search US government trademark and just quickly check that the brand names you like the name of aren't being used already. And then go ahead and get a logo created. Now, a really cheap place to do that is Fiverr.com, and that's Fiverr with 2 R's. And for about $20 or $30, you can get a logo created that's pretty good. Or you can go to 99designs.com, which is my favorite, and for a couple $100, you can get some really professional looking brand designs done from tens of different designers, professional designers on that platform. You then need to go ahead and get packaging designed. Now, the cheapest and easiest way to do this is to get your manufacturer to do it for you. Generally, that'll be free. Just keep it simple to start with, or you can just pay the designer to do that too. And you may be thinking, well, okay, I create my brand, but what will people buy my brand? And you don't need to be worried. People on Amazon aren't buying brands, they're buying keywords. They search for something on Amazon, taco holder in this instance, and they're then shopping based on the reviews and the price and where that product shows up in the search results. Give me some feedback in the questions if you agree that when you shop on Amazon, the first and the last thing that you look at are the reviews on that product. So you kind of search, you look at the reviews, you look at the price, you click on it based on the main image, then you quickly have a scan down the listing, and then you come back to the reviews, and then you click the buy button. Give me a yes in the chat box if that sort of resonates with you. I'm getting lots of yeses there, exactly. So Matt saying yes, everyone's saying yes. That's exactly right. So when it comes to Amazon, people buy what they see. They don't buy the brands, they buy what they see. So it's all about where you appear and what the review rating you have is. So in the next step, we're now going to show you how to be seen. But before we get there, the biggest question we always get is how much inventory should you order? Now, this is about getting the most out of what you have. You ideally want to start with 200 to 300 units minimum to start if possible. And typically you want to aim for a product cost of anywhere from $5 to $10, which if you come on the lower end of that, you can pick up inventory costs from anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 in total. So that'd be your total investment into product, into your inventory, and that would include your packaging, your labeling, and your shipping to Amazon. And also this helps you avoid any big mistakes. You don't want to take on too much risk by ordering too many units. You want to start slow, start small, test the product on Amazon, and then place a larger order when you have confidence in that product and you understand the process. So by limiting your sort of first inventory order, that limits your risk and potential exposure when doing that. So now we've found a good supplier, we've used Alibaba.com, we've created our own brand, and we've created that packaging because we want to own 100% of the sales on Amazon. Step 4 is launching your first product. And by launching, we mean getting that product to show up on Amazon when shoppers are searching for your product. So after you've chosen your products and gotten it ready for sale on Amazon, you now need to get your product to show up on Amazon for sale, because just having it there on Amazon isn't quite enough. You need to make it show up high in the search results. Just think about how you shop on Amazon. Unless it's a really expensive product or a really technical product, you're not typically going past the first page of Amazon, maybe into the second page, but definitely not past that. So it's really important that we get our products to show up in those search results to start generating those sales. Now, imagine if I wanted to buy some taco holders for the family. I go to Amazon, I search for taco holders, and when I hit return, I'm shown dozens, if not hundreds, of different taco holders. And as you can see in this picture here, your product maybe isn't showing up on this list. The chances are I'm not going to buy it because I don't know it exists yet. If your product's not within these search results and it's somewhere on page 3 or page 4, there's a very high chance that me as a shopper on Amazon, I'm not going to purchase your product because I can't see it, I don't know it exists. So how do you make your product show up before all of the other similar products that we just saw? Well, that's what we call our proven launch and rank formula. So ranking is the process of launching, and ranking is the process of getting that product to show up in the search results. So that process involves discovering the best search terms for your product. So what are shoppers typing into that search bar when looking for my product? Then I need to create a powerful product listing. So it's not just about showing up. We have to then, when they click onto our products, we have to get them to purchase the product, and I'll talk about that here now. We then use those same search terms in our advertising on Amazon. So similar to Google and Facebook advertising, Amazon has advertising, and we use that advertising as a way of increasing the visibility of our product. And then step 4, we're going to drive targeted sales with something that we call cashback offers. And I'll explain a little bit more about that here in a second. So in order to show everyone on this training how it works, we went ahead and sourced, launched, and even sold out of our brand new products, which was a set of taco holders. These are an actual set of taco holders that we created and launched on Amazon. And I know that Mike and Matt even have these at home and regularly send me photos of them using them on when they're creating tacos. So these are our taco holders, and they were called the Verve Kitchen taco holders. Very simple design, very simple product, a stainless steel taco holder. We did a pack of 4, and as you can see there, the packaging, nothing fancy, a white and grey box with that logo on it. So if you go ahead and first off, search for the competitors of this product. So we open up Amazon and we search taco holders. We're first searching to have a look at what are the other taco holders that are selling, what are the other products selling on Amazon. And then more importantly, when we look at the listings and the results on Amazon, what words are they using in the title? So below the image there, you can see the title, and you'll see most of them have taco holder stands, taco holder set of 4, taco holder stand set of 4, taco rack holders, and we can start seeing the common words that are being using in the titles of these products. If we then click into the listing and we start looking at the bullet points, again, you can see taco shell holders, taco holder restaurant grade, taco stand, stainless steel taco holders, common words that we're seeing being used, which indicate the search terms or the keywords as these are known, that these sellers on Amazon, these products want to target with their product, because these are the search terms that shoppers are using when looking for the product. Another great place for finding these search terms also is down in the reviews section. You'll see that Amazon actually pulls out the most frequently used words. And whilst stainless steel, soft tacos, it also pulls out benefits like easy to clean, high quality, heavy duty. And these start telling you exactly what the shoppers care about. Now, a big pro tip here, something you want to write down. The longer the search term is, the easier it is to rank on Amazon. And also, not just the easier it is to rank, the higher the conversion rate and the more sales you will generate as a result of that search. So if we go ahead and have a look at Amazon's search bar, when we type in taco holder, you'll see Amazon presents a number of different keywords here, different search terms that everyday shoppers, you, me, and everyone using Amazon is entering. And this list is controlled by how many people are searching for that term. So any of the keywords showing up here are very highly searched terms. A lot of people are looking for them. Now you'll notice here we have one called taco holder stainless steel set of 4. Notice how that's a lot more specific than taco holder. The shoppers searching this are specifically looking for a stainless steel. They're not looking for plastic or a dinosaur or some of the other stuff you can get. And they're specifically looking for a pack of 4 or a set of 4. So if we get our taco holder to show up in the search results for this search term, would you agree that we're more likely to get those shoppers to click on our product and buy our product, as opposed to the sets of 2s and the sets of 6 and the plastic ones that are also showing up on this term? Give me a yes in the questions box if you agree with that statement, and we're much more likely to convert them because they're telling us exactly what they want, and we're matching that intent with the product that we're selling. Give me a yes, and I'm seeing some yeses come through in the chat box. Awesome. Thanks for the feedback, guys. So once you've completed your keyword research, it's then time to create a powerful product listing. Now, it's really important when creating the listing that you put your main keyword, so in our case, that taco holder stainless steel set of 4, near the beginning of your title. That's what Amazon cares about the most, and that's what really helps you show up in the search results. So you see taco holder stainless steel set of 4 there in the search bar, and you'll notice in the products that we ranked on Amazon here, taco holders stainless steel set of 4. So you can see how we're putting that exact keyword or search term, as we call it, in that title right at the beginning of that title. And then you also want to include other keywords in your bullets, your description, and focus on the benefits of your product. We saw before that people were talking about them being easier to clean, and then from reading some reviews, we saw actually that they had sharp edges, so we made sure that ours didn't have sharp edges. And you'll notice in our bullet points here, no more messy tacos, no sharp edges, more time eating, less time cleaning. We're really communicating the benefits of purchasing our taco holders over a competitor's product. You want to create really high quality images, including lifestyle shots of your product being used, as this really helps people understand the use of the product, and that main image is going to get more people to click on your product. So once you've created that powerful product listing, it's then really important to generate quickly 5 to 10 reviews, and reviews will come naturally, as I'll talk about here in a second. But the easiest way to get going with some reviews on your products is to ask your friends. Friends are still the easiest option. So you can ask some friends to, hey, go ahead, search for taco holders, stainless steel set of 4. Do you mind purchasing my product? I'll give you the money back or whatever. And then after you've received it, go ahead and test the products for a few days first and leave me a review on Amazon. And that's a really good way of just getting going. But as Mike mentioned, Amazon have been developing lots of tools to help sellers like myself, Mike, Matt, Rich, really push through and generate more sales. And one of those tools that they generated was a tool called Request a Review, which gives you the power on every single order to click this button and send an email directly from Amazon asking that customer for a review on your product. And it works pretty well. And the more you do that, the more reviews you're going to generate. So let's quickly just summarize what a powerful listing looks like. We want to see the primary search term in the title. We want to see other search terms in the bullets and the description, and we want to focus on the benefits of the products. We want to get high quality images, including lifestyle photos, to really drive the benefit and win the click from the search results, and then generate 5 to 10 reviews from friends. So once we've done that, we've been through that basic list of items that we need to achieve to create a powerful product listing. We then want to go ahead and use those same search terms that we pulled out from our competitors' titles and descriptions and bullets, and we want to use them inside of Amazon's advertising. So the type of advertising that we're interested in, they have lots of advertising available, and the other ones are a bit more advanced. But the one that we're interested in for launching our products is sponsored products. And all we do is we enter a daily budget, say $10 a day, and we select manual targeting. We want to tell Amazon exactly which keywords we want to show for and control the visibility of our product, because we're going after those search terms, those keywords that are a bit longer, they have more specific intent, and we're more confident in generate sales on them. So once you've done that, you click add on the target product, obviously our taco holders here, and then you type in the main keyword. So I've entered taco holder. And then you'll notice Amazon has suggested a whole range of other terms that it believes is relevant to the product. And we'll go ahead and add all of those keywords into our advertising and then just remove anything that's not relevant. Once we've done that, we also then, as a pro tip, want to use those suggested terms from Amazon advertising and add them back into the listing. So it's really important that whatever you're advertising for, those words appear in your listing. You really want to match those two things up, as that's how the Amazon system works. And once we've done that, it's finally time to drive targeted sales with cashback offers. Now, this is somewhat top secret. This is what all the top sellers on Amazon are doing to really generate millions of dollars on Amazon every single year. And it's not top secret as in like it's secret information, but it's a secret strategy that we use to really generate visibility, get our products to show up in the search results, and maximize the revenue and the sales that we're generating. So you may be thinking, what are cashback offers? Simply, you offer your customers a 100% product rebate. So you may have done a rebate before, you get the money back for your purchase in exchange for purchasing your product on Amazon. Now, this is not to ask them to review your product. We are not doing that. This is simply to help promote the launch of your new products. And you may be thinking, well, are we allowed to do this? But if you think about it, this has been used in retail for absolutely years. Think about these coupons that you get given at places like Walmart when you spend a certain amount of money. Spend $100, get a $100 coupon. Or maybe in the good old days of events, you go there and the energy companies, the energy drink companies are giving out free energy drinks. What they're doing is raising the awareness of their product because they don't yet have the social proof to generate sales. No one knows about the products. There's no reviews of that product. No one's talking about the products. So they give away their products so people can trial and test that product, come back and give feedback, and then they start to generate that proof and start generating those sales in their market. So the secret to making this effective though, and this is the real secret that really makes this whole thing work, is asking your customers to first search for your product before buying the product. This is how Amazon makes your product show up, and doing this helps Amazon know exactly which keywords to better show your product for. Now you may be thinking, where am I going to get people to search Amazon and purchase my product? Facebook is a fantastic place. You can simply post on your Facebook wall. Many of us, most of us are on Facebook, billions of users on Facebook. And you would simply put a post out that looks something like this. This is one Mike did, for example. Hey everyone, I've decided to start a brand new business and I've launched my very own brand of products on Amazon. I'd really like you to help me launch and test it. I'll even pay for the order myself if you'd be willing to help me out. Just comment below or shoot me a message and I'll give you the details. And then you may, if you're not into Facebook, or maybe you don't want to put this on your wall, the next best place are Facebook groups. There is a Facebook group for absolutely everything: cycling, boxing, painting, as I said before. Go into a local Facebook group that's relevant to the product you're selling, drop a post in there, and you will get really targeted people that are genuinely happy to receive your product free and test that product and give you feedback for that product. Now, when they do message you, you would simply follow up with a message like this that says, hey Mike, so excited for you to try my new product. It's completely free. I will send you the money back in Facebook or via PayPal, whatever's easier. But what you need to do is go to Amazon.com, search for taco holder stainless steel set of 4. Notice how we're targeting that keyword here, because that's the keyword we want them to search to generate that sale. Find my product, the pic is attached, and I've put that below. Order it, and then as it says, I can send you the money here in Facebook. It's really easy, or give you the PayPal money via PayPal. I can't wait for you to get it. And if you haven't sent money via Facebook Messenger before, it's actually really easy. There's like a little dollar icon. You upload a credit card, they upload the credit card, and then you can send money through it. Or you can use Venmo, or Zelle's a new one that's come out, isn't it? I know that's popular in America. And send money that way back to that friend. Now you simply do this around 5 times a day for your main keyword until your product appears on page 1 of Amazon, and then you move on to your next keyword. Now in our community, we have the rapid product launcher tool. This does all this for you. Literally just click a button, put the product live, and we've got thousands of shoppers ready to receive the product. But Facebook is a really, really good option and an easy way of doing that. So you may be thinking, does this work? So if you were to go to Amazon and search taco holder stainless steel set of 4, up until recently, the first result was an advert. The second result's an advert. That's the sponsored advertising, the platform that we use. You'll notice the Verve Kitchen taco holders here in position 1, 2, 3. Very quickly, literally with only 9 reviews, we showed up in position 3 for this search term. And using a tool that tracks the positions of where the product is, you can see it wasn't just that search term. We actually ranked in position 1, 1, 3, 7, 4 for many other search terms on Amazon very quickly as a result of the exact strategy that I'm teaching you here today. And then very quickly generating $5,000 in sales before selling out of the inventory that we had. And this product, the taco holder, after all the costs, so we're selling at $22. It cost us $1.60 to ship to Amazon. Amazon charged us $5.42 in fees, and the cost of that product was $5.57. So all in, after Amazon's fees and the cost of the product, we were making $6 on every sale, or 27% in profit. By the time we sold out of this product, we're generating around 30 units per day in sales, so 30 units a day. That's 900 units per month. So if you do the math here and look at this, that's monthly revenue, so 900 times 22, that's a monthly revenue of $19,800. If we look at the profit, because that's what we're interested in, that's what we put in our bank accounts and take home at the end of the day, just from this product, this set of 4 taco holders that we launched on Amazon, the monthly profit on that product was $5,463. Not a bad start for a starter product. That's an annual gross profit of $65,556 from simply launching a product on Amazon that was a set of 4 taco holders by targeting that one term that had very specific intent. So before we move on and get into sort of step 5, the next step of today's training, I just wanted to check and ask, how are you liking this training so far? Do you feel like you've already gotten a lot of value out of it? And if you don't mind, please drop me a comment in the chat box and tell me what you think, whether you love it, hate it, or maybe you're indifferent. I'm constantly looking to improve everything we teach here at Amazing, and really to get the best results possible. So if you could just let me know in the chat box, in the Q&A box, if you're liking it or not so far, we'd really, really appreciate that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and wait a second for those to come through and just acknowledge some of you that give me that feedback as we come. So we've got Adrian saying, so much value, I can't wait to start my journey. Delia saying, loving it, very informative, makes me feel more like I can actually do it. Natasha saying, very helpful. Daniel saying, I'm loving it. Maria saying, very helpful, thank you. And Adrian again saying, I'm absolutely loving it. So thank you guys, I really appreciate that. That's exactly what we're looking for and the type of feedback we're looking to get. So let's dive straight back into the training. So far, step 1, we've planned the roadmap, which is a range of products, whether it be gardening, baby, or anything else. And at the end of the roadmap is a brand made up of 3 products. In months 1 to 6, we're looking to launch that starter product. In months 7 to 9, we're looking to generate that growth product. And in months 9 to 12, we're looking to sell that dream product. Step 2, you choose your first product. And we know we're looking for low competition, enough demand, and good profit potential. And we showed you the latest, the most up-to-date, the most recent tool we've created in partnership with Zoof to really quickly identify what those starter, growth, and dream products look like by simply clicking into a category, looking at the products, and seeing if those lights light up. And then using the FBA profit calculator, we can see exactly how much product or potential profit a product has. And we know that because we source it in step 3 by going to Alibaba.com, searching for that product, and then pulling out and communicating with suppliers and getting a price for that product. And once we're happy, we've got enough profit potential and we're happy with the cost of that product, we then launch that product. And to launch that product, we're using our launch and rank formula, which is to discover the best search terms for your product, create a powerful product listing, use those same search terms in advertising, and then drive targeted sales with cashback offers. Now, step 5 in this whole business is then to multiply the sales and profits and ultimately follow your roadmap. So we start with this axe, we then go to the camping blanket and the paracords. And then with the baby brand, we start with the stroller liner, and from there we go on to the swaddle blankets and the wipe warmers. And with the gardening brand, we'd start with the shears, go to the lantern, and then on to the herb window growth gardening kit product that's here on screen. So you start with the least competitive product with the goal of selling around sort of 10 units per day. That's like the initial target, 10 units per day. That's all you've got to achieve. And if you follow the training, that 10 units a day should happen within the first 6 months. And then when you're at 10 units a day and you're selling those 10 units a day, use the profits from your first product to start your second product. And the goal with all of this, within 6 to 9 months, you then use the second product once it's selling 30 units a day and use the profits from both that starter and that second product, that first and that second product, to launch your third one. So in the first 6 months, if we get one product to 10 units a day, 10 sales a day, within 9 months, we have product 2 doing 30 sales per day. And then within 12 months, we have product 3 generating 60 sales per day. That's a total of 100 sales a day within our business on Amazon, within the brand. Now, if we take that 100, times it by 365 days in the year, and we times that by an average selling price of $30, that's $1,095,000 every single year on Amazon in revenue, in dollars collected. And at a 25% profit margin, that's typical in this business, that's over $250,000 in annual profit on Amazon from selling 3 products on Amazon.com. So physical product businesses can also be sold. People are looking to buy these businesses right now, and they can be sold for anywhere from 3 to 5 times that profit. So if we take the middle ground and say a 4 times that $250,000 in profit, is a $1 million exit on that business that you spent a couple of years building by focusing on picking one product, your starter product, moving on to your second product, your growth product, and then finishing on your dream product, your third product. Within a couple of years, you can be in a position where you're selling that business for $1 million. And no matter what your plans are in life, they're a lot easier with $1 million in the bank as a result of a few years of effort and activity in this business. So you may be thinking, well, who's done this? You can see here another member sharing. I just want to share I got my $50,000 badge followed by my $100,000 badge. And then what I'm really excited to share with you, Channing is actually now a really good friend of mine alongside Justin, her husband. Channing is a 24-year-old hairdresser from Dallas, and she was able to build a business to $500,000 per month on Amazon. And you can see this sort of example here, just sort of 18 couple of years ago, doing $500,000 in a single month. And with her sort of husband, Justin is a good friend of mine, and the two beautiful kids, Channing said, I've made more money in a single month than I used to make in a year. Now, I can actually give you an update on this story because Channing and Justin in December, literally December just gone, so 4 or 5 months ago, was able to sell this business for multiple millions of dollars, and I say multiple millions of dollars, as a result of just building this business over the last couple of years, following the training, implementing everything that we're showing you here today. And since then, I know that Channing's bought her, I think it was a dad a car. She was able to give her hair salon to her mum. She's been able to really create all this life-changing events for the people that she loves around her because she built a business by building a brand of products on Amazon and then was able to sell that business for millions of dollars. So you may be thinking, well, this is really cool. I'm really excited about this. But now what? What are the next steps? Right now is the best opportunity that we have ever seen to build a wildly successful e-commerce business. As I said, people are investing billions, and when I say people, Wall Street are investing billions of dollars into scaling these tiny mom and pop sellers on Amazon, as this article in the Yahoo Finance last month said. Billions of dollars is coming off Wall Street because they see the return that these businesses are generating. You don't want to miss this. We are in the golden era of e-commerce, and in the next 3 to 5 years, there is going to be billions and billions of dollars poured into this industry. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Whilst we've shown you everything we can possibly in a couple of hours, there is so much more to learn about this business. And with that, you may be feeling uncertain about the future. Maybe you just decide to sort of freeze and wait it out with everything that's going on in the world right now. But what's your plan if things get worse? What's your plan if things continue to get worse? Or what's your plan if things get better? What's your plan to change your future based on everything that the world has experienced in the last sort of 18 months? I think it's reset our expectation of what we should be doing in life. Now, you can go at this all on your own. You can try and do this on your own. But if you do, you can run into some issues. You can maybe choose the wrong product. You can end up with a bad supplier. You can overpay for your inventory. You can pick the wrong keywords. You can create a bad Amazon listing. You might waste money on the wrong type of advertising, miss a step in launching your product, get your Amazon Seller Central account suspended accidentally. There's some rules we have to follow, and sometimes people trip up on those. You could waste time. You might waste money. But worst of all, and this is the one I really hate seeing, and I tend to see this a lot for people who have started without us, you give up right before you're about to succeed. How do you know what success looks like if you haven't done it before? And that's why when you work with us inside of Amazing Selling Machine at amazing.com, you get a blueprint to financial freedom with Amazing Selling Machine, which we call ASM for short. Now, ASM is your blueprint to financial freedom in 2021. Amazing Selling Machine has been the #1 business building program since 2012. We have over 35,000 students across 138 countries, and ASM is created by real experts, myself, Mike, Matt, Rich, backed by a team of over 50 people in the business that are there to ensure your success. But not only is ASM the #1 program, we have a brand new version, and this is something we've been working hard on that I'm excited to tell you about. This brand new version is called ASM Evolution. And this is brand new for 2021. Now, ASM Evolution is actually scheduled for release in June of this year. So we're not actually releasing this publicly for another 3 months or so in June of this year. But for you, live on this training, live on this workshop, you have the opportunity to get early bird access. You can get early bird access to ASM Evolution today when you listen to the next few minutes of everything I'm about to show you. And like I say, we're not actually publicly releasing this until June. And I can see people taking the questioning my pronunciation of evolution there. Now, ASM Evolution is the #1 online web class. Step-by-step trainings, everything is step-by-step laid out for success. Over 160 lessons, 8 modules, and 50 hours of content to build your business step-by-step, anytime, anywhere. You can literally build this thing while traveling on the go. When you join ASM, you get free updates for life. So not only are you going to get early bird access to the brand new ASM Evolution, when we continue to update the program, as we do, we continually update it throughout the year, and then we do major updates once a year or so, because Amazon's constantly changing and we're constantly updating the latest and best tactics and strategies for generating sales. As an ASM member, you get free updates for life. So module 1 is all about finding your products. We go even deeper into what a good product looks like, how to find them, and we show you the more sophisticated ways of doing that. In module 2, we go through easy product sourcing, how to find the best quality suppliers, how to get the best prices for your product, because your product price, the cost of your product, directly affects the profit potential that you have and how much money you're going to make. Module 3, we take you through exactly how to create a brand. Module 4, we go through the pre-launch foundational steps that we need to establish before launching a product. Module 5, you're going to watch over my shoulder as we actually launch a product, and you're going to click the buttons I click and know exactly what you need to do. Module 6, we have the Easy Amazon Ads formula, an entire module dedicated to mastering Amazon advertising. Module 7, we're going to show you how to scale your profits into hundreds of thousands of dollars. And module 8, we're going to show you all of the advanced things that you can do to generate even more sales in your business. So Devin and Katie DeRoche are owners of a brand called Grillaholics. This is a brand that you can go and search for on Amazon right now, and they are ASM members. Because of the growth in their brand and the success that they've had, they have successfully been included in America's fastest growing companies, the Inc. 5000. So the Inc. 5000 is a list of the 5,000 fastest growing companies in America, private companies. And as you can see, they're currently 811th in the entirety of America because they experienced 527% growth, generating $2.7 million in revenue. You can go search this afterwards, Grillaholics on the Inc. 5000. Now, in addition to the online web class, you also, as part of ASM Evolution, get access to the ASM mentors. So you need a team in this business. Things are constantly changing. We can give you all of the step-by-step training possible, but you need a team to, 1, keep you motivated, but 2, just help you overcome any specific challenges or that analysis paralysis that you might come up against. Inside of Amazing and ASM, we have over 21 real experts who on average between them, generate $1.8 million in sales every single year on Amazon. And here's an example of a screenshot from just one of the mentors' account. You can see $3,372,000 generated in their business. And in addition to that, these mentors are really here to help you break through obstacles, get correct answers fast, save time and avoid mistakes. There are costly mistakes you can make in this business, but with the right guidance and mentorship, you can navigate them because you can learn from the experience of people that have been there and done it before. Like Anna Silver here, who got to $400,000 a month, and actually Anna sold herself recently as well. Anna had a multi-million-dollar sale recently. And as you can see in the community here, was giving some very specific advice on exactly what to do with some advertising. Now, in addition to the ASM mentors, the third thing you get as a part of ASM Evolution is the private members only community. It takes more than just tactics to be successful. You need that on the ground strategies, things that are working right now in the business. And we have a private community with over 35,000 members across 138 countries. But more importantly, we have over 5,800 weekly interactions. There is a ton and a wealth of knowledge within the community there at your disposal, or when you need that support, you've got those people there to help you out. Now, the community is really there to motivate you in pushing forward in the business, but also hold you accountable to doing the work and generating the success. You'll learn the newest tactics, the newest strategies, and what's worked for other people, as sharing in the experience of others is how we progress faster. And the fourth thing you get as part of ASM Evolution is the private resource vault. This is over $10,000 in proven resources, over 61 resources that will save you time, money, and stress. These are the same services and contacts that we all use in our own businesses. We vetted them, and you're getting access to our contacts that we've already spent the money testing. And finally, step 5, the ASM software suite. This is something we're very, very excited about. Now, data is power in this business. Having the numbers and having the data helps you make more informed decisions. I'm personally known for driving data-driven decisions, but that can also be quite overwhelming. But when you get access to the ASM software suite, you're getting access to tools such as the product opportunity finder with all of that depth of market, that data, that automated 5-second product validation that's showing up in the tool as part of ASM Evolution. This is included. You'll get access to a tool called Product Analyzer that I personally was involved in building that tells you exactly what the numbers are and the opportunities are in a product. But also on the right-hand side, it might be a bit small there, it tells you a smart rank and tells you which product is the best opportunity based on all of the data points in that market. You get access to something called the Perfect Keyword Tool. Whereas keyword research, you've got to search Amazon, you've got to look for those terms in your competitors' titles and descriptions, and then you have to test those keywords with advertising. We take all of that time and money out of the equation for you and just tell you exactly which keywords you should launch your product to and which keywords are going to generate sales for your product. You get access to the Rapid Product Launcher. So whereas you could go to Facebook and start generating those rebates from friends and Facebook groups and managing that whole process, following up with them, checking that they've searched Amazon, and then going to PayPal and sending them the refund and chasing them for feedback on that product. We're inside of ASM, and as part of ASM Evolution, you get access to the Rapid Product Launcher. All you do is put your product live in this tool that's called HPUC. And when you do, we've got thousands, tens of thousands of Amazon shoppers that are trained, ready, and waiting to purchase your product. And we take care of all of that rebate for you through the platform. You literally click go, you come back a week later, and all of those rebates are processed for you. And then a very exciting tool that we're really sort of excited to bring to you, and I'm actually going to ask Mike to come on and talk about this, is the Amazing Category Guide. This is a brand new tool that we've worked with our development team to build. And Mike, you've been working on this at Amazing. And I want you to come on and just share why this is so powerful. What's so powerful about the Amazing Category Guide?
Yeah, sure, Dan. I'm going to actually change over to me being a presenter. I might as well show it to people, as a matter of fact. So yeah, sure. Let's switch over. Let's share my screen and let me know. Can you see that, Dan?
Not yet, I don't believe. Give me a second. I think I need to give you the reins. Just going to go ahead and do that. Are you on the slide? Are you on the same slide, Mike? Is that you?
I am on, yeah. I am on, I'm not on a slide, I'm on the categories page, but maybe Rich or anyone else, can you see the Amazing Category Guide? Good.
Yep, it's coming through now, Mike. There you go, sorry about that.
Excellent. So one thing that we did is we realized that knowing what to search for on Amazon, you might not always have an idea what it is. Like we can talk through the ways of how we look for products now that we've been selling for years. Look for, you know, baby and accessories, camping gear, sports and outdoor products, things that those are all great ways to do it. But at the end of the day, what you don't really know is, well, how many different unique products are there on Amazon? There are really millions of individual products, but if you think about it, there are, and we've counted it up, over 34,000 unique individual types of products on Amazon. And you could go out to Amazon and navigate your way through all of the subcategories and try to figure out what those are, because each individual subcategory, you can go from baby to baby accessories to baby bathtub accessories to baby bathtub accessories for toddlers. You know, keep going down all that direction, kind of see what they are. We went ahead and did that for you and put that into this amazing category guide. And let me show you how it works. Let's start with baby for a minute, for an example. If you click on baby here, you can simply start scrolling through the thousands and thousands of baby products. That's one way to do it. And you can read exactly what they are. It's a lot easier than trying to, weave your way down through Amazon. But if you do like, checking each of the subcategories individually, we've given that to you as well. So under baby, you can see baby activity and entertainment, baby apparel, baby and toddler toys, baby care. And each one of these then actually lets you drill down further into all of these products. So as you get to these products, then what you're able to do is go to look on Amazon for what those products actually are. So when you click a simple button in the category guide, it's going to go out there and do the exact search you need to do in the right category in order for you then to just simply click on it and use the Zoop extension in order to determine whether or not it meets the criteria. And then when you figure out whether or not this product meets and this one does not, you can use the category guide to actually keep track of all that. We know now this one does not meet our category, so we do not need to worry about that product all over again. And again, we have all of the categories that we recommend you selling on Amazon right here in the category guide. You can do everything right from here. You don't really have to go do a search yourself at all. Keep track of what products work, which ones don't work, do the searches, use Zoop, and it's going to really help you do your product research in a fraction of the time that it used to before. All right, Dan, that's it, unless you think there's anything else I should cover.
No, good man, that's awesome. So hopefully you can see the power of this, and really it just cuts all that time of searching Amazon, trying to think of what you want to go into. When you join ASM Evolution, you get access to the brand new, I'm just gonna go ahead and change the presenter. You get access to the brand new amazing category guide, which really literally tells you just exactly which categories to go and look at, but not only which categories to go and look at. Mike and our team have gone ahead and put the exact keywords that you should be using to find those products that are good products to sell on Amazon. Now, Amazon has over 34,000 categories if you include all the subcategories, and each one is a unique type of product, as Mike said. So when you use this tool, we've embedded all of those search terms and those keywords, so we just take you directly to the products that you should be looking at. And the beautiful thing is no more searching Amazon. You don't have to sit going through Amazon searching for products. We just give you a list of categories to go and look at. You pick the product that you want to start selling, and then you move forward in the training and start building your business. So that's the ASM Amazing Category Guide, and we're really excited to release that as part of ASM Evolution. And if you join us here today, you get early bird access to ASM Evolution earlier than anyone else. As we said, we're not publicly releasing this until at least June of this year. In addition to that, there are 16 other really powerful tools to help you build your business you get access to as part of the tool suite. I don't have time to go through all of them here today, but there's another 16 tools like this that you get access to as part of ASM Evolution and as part of the ASM software suite. If that wasn't enough, we then have our results coaching package. Now, I really want to quickly just talk for a second. I pay tens of thousands of dollars a year to coaches in various different areas of my life. And I believe in finding someone that's been there and done what I'm trying to achieve. And rather than trying to figure it all out myself, I pay for access to that information and access to that coaching so they can just put me on the right path because they've been there, they've done it, they've made the decisions, and they've done the exact things that I'm doing. Now, when you join ASM Evolution, you're getting access to an expert team of results coaches. And these coaches will, when you join ASM, you'll get an onboarding call. So you'll get assigned your results coach and you'll get an onboarding call with that coach. Your coach will check in with you weekly and just make sure that you're on track. But for the first time ever, and as part of ASM Evolution, we're also going to evaluate your product free of charge. So when you found a product that you like the look of, we're going to evaluate it and tell you out of your 3 products, which one you should launch first to ensure that you don't pick the wrong product. We're also, when you're ready to launch your listing on Amazon, we're going to go ahead and check that listing and make sure it's set up correctly and it's really written the best way to produce sales. We're also going to execute a one-on-one launch strategy session with you. This is a one-on-one video call where we're going to go through your launch strategy and your plan, make sure that you've sort of picked the right keywords, make sure that your coupon strategy and your launch strategy is correct, your rebate strategy, so you know when you click launch, when you go ahead and execute on that launch, you're good to go, and that's been verified by one of our results coaches. And once you are live and your advertising is running, we're also going to carry out a complimentary PPC campaign review to make sure that your advertising is generating the most return possible for where your product is at on Amazon. This is the first time we've ever done this, and to get the logistics and the infrastructure in place to be able to deliver this, it's the first time we've ever done this inside of ASM Evolution. And when you join here today, when you get that early bird access, you're going to get access to this value, this bonus that's been added inside of ASM Evolution. And really the point of all of this is to help you move bigger, create a bigger business, move faster, and create easier success, because we're hand holding you through the process. We've helped over 35,000 people build success on Amazon. And in those 35,000 people, we see the touch points, we see the pain points, and we see the points where we need to come in and help you through that process. And for the first time ever inside of ASM Evolution, we're going to be holding your hand through those major decision points, making sure that you're set up for success, because we only care about one thing, and that is your success on Amazon. You will not experience any more analysis paralysis when it comes to deciding on a product. Have you done a good job with your listing? Am I launching my product correctly? Am I doing the right thing? And is my PPC advertising performing as it should? We're going to answer all those questions for you in a very personal, intimate environment to ensure your success. So when you join the brand new ASM Evolution, you get access to the online web class, the ASM Mentor access, you get the private community access, you get access to the private resource vaults, the ASM software suite, including the brand new range of tools, the 5-second product finder, the ASM amazing category guide, as Mike just showed you there. He's going to cut out all that searching on Amazon and just tell you which products to look at. And you get access to the results coaching program that now includes those checkpoints where we personally check and give you the go ahead to move forward in the training and help you through that process. When you join here today, you are getting the opportunity to be the first to get access to ASM Evolution. And really, you're getting the opportunity to join this training and join this program 3 months before the full release, at least 3 months before anyone else gets access to ASM Evolution. Now, this is for a very limited time, as I'll explain here in a second. But before we get in there, let's talk about sort of what's really at stake here. 3 products selling 30 units per day is $1 million a year. What if you only sold 10 a day of those 3 products? That's still $6,000 to $7,000 per month in profit from simply selling 10 units a day of those 3 products. 6 to 7 grand a month in monthly profit. And I'm really interested to know, actually, in the chat box, in the questions box, let me know what you believe your number is for you to quit your job, go traveling, pay for college. What is that number that you want to be earning per month to make this reality? Drop that in the questions box for me and let me know how that sounds to you. Now, would 6,000 every month give you more freedom? That's really the question. So we've got Danielle saying 10K. Yes, we've got yes from Maria. There's questions coming through a bit slow there. So you got yes from Maria. Everyone's saying yes, absolutely. 6,000, of course it would. It's going to get you on the road to that freedom of not being tied to a desk, that 9 to 5, whatever that means for you. So as loads of our members have here, 521,000, 16,000 in 30 days. There's Jamie at $1 million in 1 month. That was absolutely crazy. We've got Amma there generating over 100,000 in sales. We have lots of these testimonials and all these results coming through because we've helped so many people in this business. This isn't the first time we're approaching this. The #1 online training program since 2012, and ASM really is your program for success. So when you join, you get the ASM online web class, the mentor program, access to private community, private resource vault, the automation tool suite, and the results coaching. And if we were to put a value against them, the public price of ASM is $4,997. The mentor program is valued at $3,497, Access to the private community, valued at $1,997. The private resource vault, valued at $1,497. The ASM software tool suite, $8,497. And the results coaching, including all of that one-on-one touch points for your product evaluation, your product listing, your launch plan, and your PPC audit, $5,685. A total value of $26,170. But when you join the brand new ASM Evolution today, you don't pay $26,170. You make a single payment of $4,997, and that comes with 100% 30-day money back guarantee. In the first 30 days, if for whatever reason ASM is not for you, you simply email support@amazing.com. We'll ask you a couple of questions, and then we'll issue you a full money back refund on the investment you made into ASM, which means you've got 30 days to get into the community, look at the resource vault, start going through the training. And if for whatever reason it doesn't make sense for you, that's totally fine. Just drop us an email and we'll refund your payment. But in addition to that, we want to go even further in ensuring and guaranteeing your success. And that's why we went further than any other online community and online training program in developing the 2021 Success Agreement. You won't find this anywhere else. This essentially means that you are completely risk-free until December of this year, so December of 2021, providing you implement everything that we teach you, and you must meet basic requirements and the timelines on that. We will not only refund the ASM payments, we will also buy back up to $5,000 in any unsold inventory. That means you can try this entire business on us. You've got till December of this year to build this business, implement everything we teach you, and providing you do, we will refund your ASM payments and buy back up to $5,000 in unsold inventory. And you may be thinking, Dan, Mike, have you ever had to do that? The answer is yes. We've had to do this. Some people just get into this business and they realize that they want to stick to a 9 to 5. They don't want to be in business and it's just not for them. And that's totally fine. But for the majority who follow the training, implement the training, they build a wildly successful business on Amazon that creates the freedom in their life that allows them to travel and do things with their family that they never thought they could do because they followed everything that we taught them. But by December, if it's not for you and you've followed the training, you've implemented, and you've done everything we teach you, we will refund you and we will buy back up to $5,000 in unsold inventory. That's how confident we are in knowing this training works. But that's not all. We're going to go even further. We realize that right now is the last time we may ever speak to you, and we want to give you a reason to move forward and to make that leap of faith and take action in changing your future and building that successful business. And that's why, whilst the full value of ASM is $26,000, the public price is $4,997. Right here on this training, live on this call, we're going to go ahead and take another $500 off the price. This is amongst the best price you will ever see to join ASM, which means you can join ASM Evolution and get early bird access 3 months before anyone else for a single payment of $4,497. And you can go ahead and use that $500 towards your inventory and towards the success of your business. That's one payment for lifetime access and free updates for life. So you may be thinking, well, that's great, but what about payment plans? We've even gone further, and if $4,497 is a bit of a stretch right now, we have a 2-pay option available, which is 2 payments of $2,497. So you pay one today and then one 30 days from now, one month from now. And something we don't do very often, we're also offering a 6-pay option, which is 6 payments of $997. That means you can start today, get early bird access to the brand new ASM Evolution 3 months before anyone else, get access to the amazing category guides and be the first to see all of those amazing product opportunities that are inside there. Use the new tools, get access to everything 3 months before everyone else for a single payment of $997 today, and then followed by 5 monthly payments of $997. There are thousands of product opportunities available inside of the amazing category guide. And for those of you that take action today, that join us here in ASM Evolution today, you're going to be getting the first access to see what those products are and use all the brand new tools and the new training that's been developed inside of ASM Evolution before anyone else. Now, this offer does expire, and this offer expires on Thursday, so April 2nd, which is actually Saturday, April 2nd at 11:59 PST. So April 2nd, this expires. So what we've covered your blueprint to financial freedom in 2021. We talked through how to plan your roadmap, choosing your first product, sourcing it, launching it, scaling your brand, and why you must act now. The opportunity to join us in ASM and to create success is right now. And ultimately, what ASM Evolution is designed to do is to give you the freedom and the ability to choose. And as it says here, we determine freedom as being the ability to choose. Yes, financial freedom, yes, locational freedom, but ultimately, if the last 18 months have taught us anything, it's the ability to choose. And that's what this fantastic business and the profits that this business generate give you, because it's not location dependent. Amazon take care of everything. You don't have to handle the products, which means you can literally run this business from anywhere in the world with a laptop, an internet connection, and a couple of hours a day to focus on the business. You can build a successful business on Amazon.